Uninterrupted Media, in conjunction with LSUODYSSEY.com, presents LSU Odyssey Oddcast with your host, Lon Adam West Sullivan. What's up, everybody? My name is Lon Phillips Sullivan. Thank you for joining me. You know, I feel this is going to be a big week for LSU. You know, I feel like there's going to be some news here and there, but I feel like what's really going to happen is the house of cards that Coach Ed Orgeron, rests his career upon. There's really only two ways this can go. Either Coach O drastically improves this team, they finish, 9-3, 10-2, crazily, and but possible actually, with the talent, minus the O-line even. We should have beaten Auburn without an offensive line. Think about that. That's crazy. But the very, people are saying, is this the end of Orgeron? Is this the end of Orgeron? My reports have just been that the wheels behind the scenes are in motion, that there's some names just on the tip of their tongue, on the tip of their brain, that this guy is someone I could call, see if he's interested, and just float the idea of a future. Nothing more, nothing less. Someone like Chris Peterson, it would be to even see if he would actually come out of retirement, see if Baton Rouge would even be a fit, see if he could actually recruit Louisiana. Very key things like that, obviously. Lane Kiffin, obviously, big time name going around, but at the same time, Coach Ed Orgeron still has time to fix this. I don't think he's absolutely done, but I feel like the precarious house of cards upon which his career rests, which is all those coordinator hires that he's gotten right onto the staff, and their performance, and even in year one, I wonder, would Scott Woodward be patient enough to say, these coordinators have only been in here for a year, I need to give Coach O a second season with these coordinators? Would Scott Woodward be willing to roll those dice? It would be interesting. I think he would. Knowing how loyal of a guy Scott is, he'd probably be like, man, you did so much for LSU, Coach O, with that championship and that team, revitalizing LSU's brand, kicking it up a notch. Even, you can't really say Coach Ed Orgeron has been a failure at revolutionizing the quarterback position at LSU. Yes, you can say Joe Burrow's the only one who got him a championship or won him games. Okay, that might be fair right now, but you can't say he hasn't revolutionized the quarterback position at LSU with the guys he's recruited. We weren't recruiting guys like that before. We watched Peyton Manning leave the state, and that's just one guy. I mean, there's a billion different guys who've left the state who never should have left the state, specifically at the quarterback position. Historically, LSU could not get any historically badass Louisiana quarterbacks to stay. I mean, hell, Terry Bradshaw went to Louisiana Tech. Point is, I'm not saying Coach Orgeron has been a colossal failure yet. Some of his decisions have been absolutely ridiculous and absolutely have been failures so far. But I'm not saying absolutely stab him in the ass with a pitchfork, skin his scalp. But there's some things that have happened that just make me think like, man, is this guy capable? Does he want this job anymore? Did you see the press conference yesterday where he exits with like 20 different journalists still ready to ask questions? I think he said Shay. He literally says Shay, which is Shay Dixon. And I think Shay was up next in the queue. And I think what happened is I think Michael Bonnet said, okay, enough damage has been done. We're cutting this thing short. Cut it. And I think they cut that thing before it got too crazy. And Coach O said some more stuff because he's saying stuff about Jake Peets and saying stuff about all sorts of random, bringing the Ensminger up in the booth, and just it was getting out of hand. And just, he was very, I don't know if it was smug or what, but he had a kind of smile on his face that I just rarely see from Coach O. Like he was very pleased to be there, but almost like he felt like he was talking to children in a way with, good idea. That's a good idea. Like it was very bizarre. And then the way he walked out, just a man who just did not care, it looked to me. I mean, I don't know. I want to see fire from Coach O. I want to see passion. And people out there, LSU fans, you got to stop ragging on the players. Get behind the guys. Get behind the players. I'm sick of this. I know some guys are underperforming and whatnot. If you're a real Tiger fan, understand that they're the people hurting most by those performances or lack thereof. Get behind them. These are young men, after all. Okay? Now, relax about that. Now we hold the adults accountable for the second straight season, yet again.